Welcome back, kids. Today, we're going to learn all about space and our solar system. Let's start with the Sun. It's the biggest and brightest star in our solar system. Without it, we wouldn't have light or heat. Next is Mercury, the smallest planet and the closest to the Sun. It's super hot there. Then, we have Venus. It's a very hot planet with lots of clouds. It's the second planet from the Sun. Here's Earth, our home. It's the only planet with life, and we live here with plants, animals, and more. Now, let's visit Mars. It's a little smaller than Earth and has a reddish surface. People call it the red planet. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. It's huge and has many moons. Let's look at Saturn, famous for its beautiful rings made of ice and rock. Next is Uranus. It's a bright blue color and spins on its side. It's really far from the Sun. Finally, we have Neptune, the last planet. It's a cold, deep blue planet. All these planets are unique, making our solar system amazing. Now, let's talk about shapes. All planets are round, just like Earth. Jupiter is the biggest, and Pluto is the smallest. Pluto is now a dwarf planet. Stars are super cool. They shine brightly and help us find our way. Some are big, and some are small. Comets are space travelers made of ice and dust. When they get close to the Sun, they glow and have a bright tail. Asteroids are rocks floating in space, mostly in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Every planet and space object is different, and that makes space so fun to explore. Look up at the Moon. It's bright and beautiful. The Moon is Earth's neighbor. It changes shape every night as it orbits Earth. Sometimes it's a full moon, and other times, it's just a tiny sliver. The moon goes through different phases, like the crescent and half moon. Each night, it looks a little different, so keep an eye on it. The moon's surface is full of craters and dust. Let's talk about Saturn. Saturn is a giant planet with beautiful rings made of ice and rocks. These rings look like a crown around the planet. Saturn's rings are really big and wide. It's one of the most interesting planets in our solar system. Saturn is a gas giant, so it doesn't have a solid surface like Earth. Would you like to visit Saturn? If we could, we'd fly through its rings and explore its moons. Next, Venus. Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. It's even hotter than Mercury, even though Mercury is closer to the Sun. Venus has thick clouds that trap all the heat, making it super hot. The temperature there can reach over 800 degrees Fahrenheit. Venus is also very bright in the sky and is often called the evening star. Now let's talk about Mars, the red planet. Mars looks red because of iron in the soil. The iron makes it look rusty, like a rusty old car. Mars has mountains, valleys, and giant volcanoes, like Olympus Mons, the biggest volcano in the solar system. Mars is a very exciting planet to explore. And maybe one day, we'll visit it, and don't forget the Sun. The Sun is the biggest star in our solar system. It gives us light and heat, making life possible on Earth. Without the Sun, it would be too cold to survive here. The Sun helps plants grow and gives us day and night. It's really important for everything we do. We have Uranus. Look at this globe. Uranus is special because it's tilted on its side. Most planets spin like this, but Uranus spins like this. Isn't that cool? Because it's tilted, Uranus has some pretty extreme seasons. Sometimes the poles face the Sun for a really long time. Uranus is one of the most unique planets in our solar system. Next, let's talk about Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun, and it's blue. Can you guess why it's blue? It's because of the gases in its atmosphere. Neptune also has some of the fastest winds in the solar system, faster than the speed of sound. Isn't that amazing? Neptune is icy and windy, but it's also one of the most beautiful planets to look at. Now, let's visit Saturn. Saturn is famous for its rings, which are made of ice and dust. These rings are like tiny snowflakes floating around the planet. Saturn looks like it's wearing a big, beautiful crown because of its rings. Isn't that cool? Saturn's rings are one of the most iconic things about it. Look up at the sky. The moon changes shapes every night. We call these changes the moon's phases. First, we have the new moon, when we can't see the moon at all. Then, we see a tiny crescent moon, which keeps getting bigger until it's a full moon. The moon keeps changing as it orbits around Earth. It's always fun to see what shape it's in tonight. Now, let's learn about the asteroid belt. It's a ring of rocks that sits between Mars and Jupiter. These rocks are called asteroids, and they're too small to be planets, but they're still really important. The asteroid belt helps separate the inner planets from the outer planets, and it's full of cool space rocks. Stay tuned for the next episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe.